Hey, New York City, Allie and I from Compliance are here with you. By the way, I'm Paul Edwards from CEDR. And before we get into this, I just wanted to tell you how much I love your city. No, seriously. The last time I was there was for Hamilton, so I got to see it right as COVID hit, and then we all know what happened. But the other thing that I want to share is that I used to manage bands, and the first time I ever had Thai food, I was negotiating with a record label for one of the bands. And first time I had Thai food was in New York City, and I've been ruined ever since.
Yeah.
There's just nothing like it.
That's memorable.
Now we get to go into the reason why we're getting in touch with you today.
Yeah.
Allie, you want to kind of update them on what they got to do?
The less fun stuff about New York City is we've got some updated rules for the sick leave law, otherwise known as protected time off. They've made some tweaks to the language that they use in their resources, but it's talking about the sick leave law. Most of those rules already fall in line with what you're doing. So
if you're following what we're telling you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The most important thing is that there's now a new requirement for employers when an employee separates. So once an employee separates, you have two options. If you're using an electronic system for pay stubs or any other documentation that is tracking protected time off, and that means sick leave and the paid prenatal leave that was made into law a couple years ago. It's been in your handbook since then. You have to continue providing that employee with access to that electronic system for 6 months after separation. Or you can do the simpler option and give them a written statement that has all of the required leave information for their last pay period no later than 1 week following their last payday.
So part of
that's a lot of words, but we've got it written down for you.
Right. So part of their separation is that you need to give them a report, whether it says 0 or it says 4 or 5 or whatever it says. I'm not a big fan of them keeping an electronic system open to an employee, but you may be in a system where you can do that.
Yeah.
One of the things that we can do for you is if you're using the timekeeping system that we provide in backstageHR as part of your membership, obviously you want to let us know that you're separating with an employee. We're going to gut check you there and help you out with that. And then on top of that, we will pull that report from our timekeeping system and provide it to you to provide to the employee. So to recap, you either have to give them ongoing access for 6 months so they could go into their own pay stubs and see what they have left, or you can create a report and give them all of the required items that you're supposed to give them. If you're confused by any of this, we have it written down in a special place. Where is that?
We do. We've got it in backstageHR. One other detail is that the rules just confirmed that unpaid sick leave bank, which is what we updated your handbook for at the beginning of the year. It's those extra 32 hours of unpaid time that are completely separate from the paid sick leave. That has to be reinstated if you rehire an employee within a year.
Oh, so they just added that to this new.
Yeah, made it a little detail. And that's the same as the paid sick leave, which you also have to reinstate. So this is just really reiterating that rule. Like Paul said, this is all in backstageHR. You can go in there, read the update, and you'll see the actual list of the items that need to be included in that statement. But like Paul said, it's things that we can easily pull in a report for you if you're using our timekeeping system. And then we'll just make the small change to your time off section to include that reinstatement detail about the unpaid time off the next time that you update your handbook.
Yes, it's not something we have to put in now. But if you have a manager, you want to make sure that they learn about this, because when you're offboarding someone now, you have a new requirement that you have to put in place. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, New York, thank you. And if you have any questions, just get in touch with the Solution Center. We're happy to answer your questions.